And welcome back to the Bar Line Barcast, the Bar Line Barcast, the podcast
The live.
that probably won't
Right now,
last.
back
We trying to fix audio issues, and I got the thing
ball
about
line.
that
The ball line. The ball line.
podcast, the podcast that probably won't last. It's your boy Shaad Live, aka Shaad the God, aka Shaad the Goat, aka The Dark Knight, aka Killmonger Dreads coming soon, and I'm gonna go behind the back.
AKA Kyle Barker.
Lord.
What up, y'all? It's your girl, Raven, AKA Ray Roxetti, AKA Half Woman, Half Amazing, AKA Khadijah James. Then.
Khadijah. Okay, Khadijah. All right,
Khadijah, I don't need you.
Hey, well, Khadijah, we can't go no further without going into our blackout. This week, for our blackout, or my blackout, I would like to shout out Food Line. Because we one day away from Lent being over, and they ain't really sponsor us with this Food Line drink. But as you can see, we shop at Food Line. And you should too. Because Food Line is there for me and you. Next time we gonna charge y'all for that. We gonna charge y'all for that Food Line. We gonna submit that and we gonna charge that. Blackout.
Cut the check.
And that's also the drink of the day.
Ginger ale straight. Yes, y'all. My blackout today. I'm gonna keep it home team and shout out Fast Carriers LLC for all your dispatching and transporting needs.
There you go. Toast to it. So, where we at with it?
It's been a long time, but we're back here at the bar. We shouldn't have left you.
No, we ain't leave them though. We still gave them
we
content.
still provided content. It's just that gas was high, and we live on two different sides of town.
There you go.
We're gonna keep it honest with our listeners.
And what we also got to do is we have yet to take a moment of silence for Ukraine. Let's take. I just wanted to throw that out there.
No, that's real. That's real. Prayers for Ukraine. And since we're there, we also need to take a moment of silence for Brooklyn, New York. The mass shooting that happened yesterday. So let's take our moment for that as well. Yeah, yesterday was a wild day. It was like a lot of unnecessary things happening so first of all, New York, did you hear about it? Did you see it?
I
know you're on
heard
spring
about
break, my educator friend.
I heard about it.
Shout out to Black Men in the Time.
I didn't really dive into it because it's just a lot.
Like team too much. First of all, this was like some DC sniper mess when you found out it was a black man, Frank James, that did this.
This was a black man?
A black man.
What was he mad about?
We don't have a motive yet, but apparently he went in the Sunset Station. If you haven't seen Sunset Park, it's that area, Ozone, Brooklyn. I don't know, give you a frame of reference. But he went in there. First of all, where do you get grenades at? The Army Navy store? Or is he ex-military? I need backstory. He had a grenade, threw it on the train, and then just started letting off. 10 people were hit. At least 23 injured. Thank God there was no casualties. But the sick part is he called the police to tell them to give them a tip that he was the one that did it on some have you seen the new Batman? On some Riddler tip. He's talking about he found me at the McDonald's. He wasn't in the McDonald's. They found him around the corner. I don't know what his motives were.
Train? I don't know if we supposed to do that, right? Well,
to the homies.
Train. Jesus.
But yeah, it's a black man. I was like, brother, get your life.
We gotta figure out what this brother was angry over. Because Kyle Rittenhour said he was defending he was scared for his life. He might have been afraid for his life.
That's what he said?
Kyle Rittenhouse?
He went in there though. What was he afraid of?
You know, Kyle Rittenhouse is the boy that.
I know who he is. Who?
Oh, it never made sense to me either, but he got off.
Anyways, okay.
But I don't know, man. I think he.
Oh shit! I have my white supremacist confused. Cal, yes, he's the boy that had the thing in the street and was shooting black folk.
Yeah. Well, he was shooting anybody.
Okay. I don't think but he did have like he was the kid, the 17-year-old kid. Okay. Yeah, I got him confused with another white supremacist that did some F stuff.
Oh Lord.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, DC Sniper wanted his kids back, and he just started shooting up everybody in DC. So we don't know what Frank James wanted.
Frank James sounds like an angry black man.
That name sounds sick.
But I don't know. I don't know. I gotta wait till the information come out. But it's a very sad incident that just my heart goes out to.
I'm just glad there were no casualties.
Yeah. Shout out to D Moore. That was at the bar.
Yes.
He's commented. He said, "What's up, Shaad? I'm proud of y'all. Keep up the great content. We appreciate you for following us. Continue to follow us, and we still waiting on you to come visit us here back at the bar."
Yes, we can have we can set up a concert series.
Yeah, Love Over Everything t-shirts, man. Go cop that, man. Go cop that. Love Over Everything. Yep.
Okay. Are you watching the playoffs? They're about to start.
Is it really a playoffs if the Lakers is not playing?
I mean, this is your team. Speak on it. How do you feel about the Lakers this season and everything that it encompasses, like everything that has happened and transpired?
You want to know how I feel?
Yeah.
Trash.
Oh wow.
Trash. LeBron James. Trash. Carmelo Anthony. Trash. Oh God. Frank Vogel. Trash.
Is he fired?
Jeanie BUSS. Trash. Phil Jackson for hitting her. Trash.
What? Phil Jackson hit her?
Hey, that's Phil Jackson's joint.
Jeanie BUSS. You mean hit her? I thought you was like hit her. Like what? No. Okay, wait. I want to get your take, but are you watching the Lakers show on HBO Max?
No, I haven't died.
It's super good. I'm fully I love it. Since the day it came out, I've been obsessing over it. But it's about the story of the Lakers, and Jeanie BUSS was like a young kid when she started working with her dad there. Anyways, everybody's trash to you.
Trash.
How do you feel about AD being if we were healthy, if everybody was healthy, we would have been? I just think they had too many prominent figures, and somebody has to fall back, and nobody was willing to do that.
Trash.
But they were trying to build a super team.
Trash. Super trash.
Who do you think comes back next season?
Well, of course they're going to bring back AD. They're going to bring back Braun. They're going to try it.
Doesn't think he'll be a Laker next year.
Well, that's because Carmelo Anthony doesn't fit what we're trying to do. Not if you're going to have LeBron James. LeBron James is older, so he needs to have younger players around him that's going to pick up the slack when he gets fatigued. Not only that, they need young, hungry players like Austin Reeves that knocking down shots, playing defense on both ends of the court, busting their butt each night. That's what we need. We need more dogs on the court. And when you get an old dog, that old dog still can bark and he still can do his own tricks. But the league is an evolving league, and you have to evolve with the league, and you still got to be able to move. You still got to be mobile, agile. And just to be honest, Carmelo Anthony isn't that in the role that we need him to be. But he can still definitely, I'm not saying he shouldn't be in the league, but just for what we need him to be.
Because what's the thing about Melo? Why did they ostracize him?
Well, Melo is
the same age as LeBron.
Melo's really not a defender right now. Yes, and LeBron is old too. It's but man, it was something.
They were 36.
Yeah, man, 36 in basketball years. Them boys is
They've been
dinosaurs.
playing since 5, yeah.
Like little kids done watched them and grew up and now playing in the league with them.
Yeah, Bron said he would he wants to play with Steph Curry and Bronny.
Yeah, well, LeBron James always wanna do something.
But
I'm
he
like,
doesn't. He'll stay another 2 years for Bronny to get there. Bronny will do a year wherever.
I don't want to be disrespectful, but how do we even know that Bronny is good enough to even? He not even the best person on the teams that he play on.
Because your Drake girlfriend's son, the best player, right? Little Andre.
That's his girlfriend, the one.
He took her on a date in
And the
Dodger
Dodgers,
Field.
yeah, but I thought she went on dates with other people since then.
I mean, his friend that's a girl.
You know, Drake don't like titles. He just want titles after he unfollow people when they when they get pregnant. Who shall remain nameless.
Who is looking flawless, by the way. Love to her and Rocky.
She will not let us forget that she was pregnant.
No, child. That stomach ain't been tucked away, not a bit.
Soon as she popped out, boy, she popped out.
And the worst of my mother, as soon as that foot hit, that stomach been out, child.
Hey, she did not get. Oh, how about this? They saw her sporting a big engagement ring, but she said this old thing or something like that.
Oh, they saw Reese?
Yeah.
Oh.
But they saying that it's some old ring. She's trying to play it off like it's some old ring, but it looks like an engagement ring from ASAP Rocky.
What's the natural course? Yes, Rocky, step up, Marianne.
See, now you putting words in his mouth because ain't no way that we don't know. We don't know.
They in love. She just gushed all over him. In the Vogue. The Vogue, she gushed and carried on.
Whoa.
What?
You just made the show X-rated.
No, it didn't.
You talking about gushers and stuff?
Gushers like shouting praises.
Oh, okay.
Or however you want to take it. There's a double entendre somewhere in there. But
okay, double wobble. Trade. Let's move from there.
Because I know that's triggering. But no, we have to talk about Patrick Beverly in his performance last night and how
performance?
The Timberwolves acted like they won the not the World Series, wrong sport. I've been watching this baseball doc.
No, they act like they won the World Series.
They won the chip. What? Because I don't know the backstory. I know he was a Clipper.
Yeah.
But
people
get
like
traded all the time. Why does he have so much beef or animosity?
Well, he's that type of player. He plays with a chip on his shoulder. He's really not that good, but he's like Draymond Green is much better.
I don't know.
But Pat Beverly is just trash.
Oh.
But he plays hard, which creates other things, and you want that type of player defensively, etc.
He like a Gary Payton?
No, he's definitely not fucking Gary Payton. Raven. Patrick Beverly is Patrick Beverly.
I don't even know if they play the same position, but I know Gary Payton was a dog and he talked trash and he played with a chip and people hated Gary Payton. So that's where I was
the
thinking.
Same type of but
no, okay, because Gary was the glove for a reason. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't kill me, basketball fans, because I know my stuff. Even if I don't know it, I know it.
It's okay. That's okay. Because he's a pest.
I have his shoes.
And you want that on your team. But the thing is, him bawling, crying just because you beat the Clippers in a playing game, that performance, horrible. If we giving him any Oscars, somebody need to give him the Will Smith Award. Somebody need to go ahead and slap his ass.
King Richard for the evening. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. The trades are full of effects and names.
Hey, people, Lord, double whammy.
Okay. Your boy, Cameron Aloysius Newton.
Aloysius.
Went on $1 million worth of game. Shout out to the Philly homies while on Gilly. Y'all see this one day. He's gonna be on it. And made some disparaging remarks about or to me, some disparaging remarks about like women and they how they want a type of man but don't know what to do to keep that sort of a man.
So for the ignorant Negro that may watch this show, you said disparaging.
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 What?
Can we get a can we get a language of origin and a definition, please?
He said some remarks that were very misogynistic.
Oh, okay.
That's even bigger than disparaging, but I guess that's more understandable. Misogynist.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Did you hear what he said?
No. What did he say?
He said that women want to be bosses. They want to be quote unquote independent women, or they want a man to be all these things, but they don't know how to cater to a man's needs. They don't know they don't know when to be quiet. How you a boss bitch and you don't know how to cook.
That's all he said.
Yeah,
Right.
that was damn near verbatim.
Well. What? That was about 5 points, and about 4 out of the 5 he was dead on. Now, if it does not apply, because I don't think that you're a bad mama jamma.
Yes.
Because it's double standards. I don't think you're a bad mama jamma if you can't cook. Because if you can't cook, that's I feel like that's a criteria within. And I mean, I'm not a woman, so I don't know what y'all consider in y'all criteria. But in my criteria, if we are equating that to a queen, yeah, you need to be able to cook.
Cooks?
Well, I tell you
not
one
watch
thing,
Bridgerton.
but I tell you,
got everybody all around her.
But the thing is, if all else fails, is that queen gonna be able to survive on her own, or will that queen always need somebody?
All the baddies know how to make Alfredo, B.
Yeah, well, that means that I'm a baddie too, and I know how to make Alfredo, and I'm no Chef Boyardee. Well, maybe Chef Boyardee, but not Chef Emerald Lagasse. Bam!
No, it was very. His comments were very off-putting, just because.
Because they were true.
No.
It makes people uncomfortable. I don't think the one.
Everything is relative. One, first of all.
True.
Two. When he had Brittany Renner on his show, and they went back and forth about needs and wants of a man and a woman, and what equates to a wife, all of that is always going to be relative. What one man wants, what a woman wants in a husband, what a man wants in a wife, is catered to that person. But
this old boy from IG with the glasses.
Cam Newton?
Oh, that's what Cam Newton said.
No, wait, what?
I thought you was talking about some other dude. We talking about Cam Newton?
I'm still talking about the Cam Newton situation.
Oh, well, yeah. Oh, Cam said this? What was wrong with what he said?
I don't
Except
even know
for
what
that
just
one
happened.
thing.
What one part was wrong?
It was the second before the last one. What was it?
We don't know when to be quiet?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't say it now. You went a little too
that's
far.
The one.
That's the one. Because the other points, I feel like those were valid points. And I agree. It's about
relativity.
Yeah, like relativity and perception. And this is a person's point of view. Because shit, if you think that you a bad mama jamma and I don't think so because you don't cook, why do what I think even matters?
I don't know. There's a deeper, darker element we can dive in,
but I'm not gonna let nobody. If I feel good about something that I got going on, or a style that I want to do, you know how many people talk junk about my hairstyles that I choose to do and stuff.
And you swear you a bad man with jamma with your hairstyles.
I'm trying to tell you, because I'm gonna switch my joint up.
No, but yeah, but see, once again, it's like, okay, you could have the looks, you could have the brains, you could have the body. Because I can't cook, that means I don't know how to take care of a man, or I'm not quote unquote wife material. That's super like I spent all my days in the book. like in my books. Like I got my education. Like I didn't have time to be in the kitchen learning the things. I can follow a recipe because I can read well, right? So
that's what I was about to say. One of the books should have been a daggone recipe. You better learn how to make a patty pie or do something.
patty pie.
But D Moore is still with us. He let's see what he has to say. He said some definitely misogynistic, but a lot of what he said was very much true. He's just in too high of a platform to voice that for real.
I feel like while there may have been, and this is from a woman's perspective, there could be some truth to what he said. Because first of all, to be honest, I watched the clickbait version of it. I didn't get the full interview, right? Mm-hmm. So it could be taken out of context. 2, I'll shoot him some bail and say maybe the brother didn't articulate fully what he needed to articulate.
I feel attacked.
I was like, we haven't had an attack session in a while. But so I'll shoot him some bail, but also like this is the same man that also claimed to have had everything he needed to want in a woman, which has his children, but yet he didn't marry her because he just couldn't see himself being a quality husband. So I take from that what I take from it. You know
what you take from it?
Well, I appreciate the honesty of it, but you had like 4 kids with this lady and adopted like 2 of hers or something like that. And she's everything you need in her, but you just can't marry her because you can't marry her.
So how about this, right? We got another point of view, right?
Is it D. Morgan?
No, it's actually Jack Joshua E. Brown. Jack Brown. He says taking care of a man takes way more than just cooking.
That part.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. It takes way more than just cooking.
I do want to dive in to the brothers that are in the chat. We appreciate y'all. This is a new segment we've introduced in real time, apparently, that I'm rolling.
Yeah,
also, but to you, when he was like, they don't know how to cater to the needs of a man. What all does that entail? I know every man's going to be different to what their needs are.
Well, exactly. Every man is going to be different, and just the same way that women want us to figure out what your love language is, the guy is the same way. I mean, but the thing is, now am I saying is that right? I think naturally that's how we are, but I think more communication just all together and what exactly do you want? What exactly are we? Where exactly are we going? Those type of questions being had in the relationships will lead to far more successful relationships.
I thought you were going to say lead to more sex. But
probably because people will be angry. But when you get back to it, it should be gushing. Right? That's the type of
I use that word to say how Rihanna loves ASAP.
Rihanna was gushing. Sounds accurate.
There's the baby. Okay, so this goes into another controversial topic. Drewski, the Instagram comedian, we all know him. Mm-hmm. I'm a fan of Drewski. Yeah. Do you know who Drewski is? Yeah. Do you like him?
Yeah.
Have you seen what's been going on with his? He's catching backlash and some flack from his latest video, which he has now since deleted.
Oh my gosh, people are too sensitive. That joint is accurate because it do be people out here that be perving on these girls, and comedy, they won't be mad at him, but everybody want to empathize with Will Smith and Chris Rock. Comedy is supposed to be edgy. Comedy always got some truth to it, and I thought it was funny. Actually,
I mean, yeah, that one wasn't like OD funny, but it was relatable because as a woman, as a man, you've seen it. Like, you go to a spot and it's a low key little
take another shot.
House kickback, up with you, like people trying to make you drink, making up stuff to make you drink. And you're like, no, and it's like, no, you gotta do it.
Let's play truth or dare.
Yeah, like it. I think where people were getting at was like, Drewski wasn't making a PSA for like coercing women into like doing stuff against their will. But he was catching flack for it. Like guys were mad at him for doing the video, and women were mad at him for making light of something that happens all the time.
I don't think there was nothing wrong with what he did because comics do that all the time. They push the envelope. That's their job. And sometimes when they do, although they do miss the mark, that's their job.
And to be honest, Drewski did a video about how guys be strung out on pills.
It'd be a whole lot of stuff that he do.
Yeah.
That people, man.
So it's like he wasn't making light of. I didn't take any offense to it. I don't think he was making light of it. I think he was actually putting a light on like what happens at the kickback with the weirdo dudes that ain't got no blood.
Yeah. Just sit back and try to get women drunk. And that, I think, in my mind, I thought he was showing how lame they were. That's where that
word was funny. Like, lames in the party.
Yeah, like, so...
I don't know. I like Drewski. I really believe he's self-made. He came out of nowhere, but he's funny to me. All the other guys don't be funny, but Drewski be funny. I don't know. I don't know, it's because he's a little chunky, but
man, but he really just a funny dude.
Like he's not, and I see
naturally funny.
He can white boy better than the white boys. With them white boy skin stuff.
He be going crazy,
bro. We're gonna go down to the lake, bro. Like he can white boy better than the white boys, and them skits be so funny.
Well, but the thing is, for people to be mad at him, go live life. What are you mad about? What are you mad about? Like, so what we doing tomorrow? We canceling him? Is that what we doing?
We not canceling.
Well, we know we don't care because shoot, it's that we've been sticking with Kanye all this time, and guess what? Now she talking about she been messing with Pete Davidson well before the SNL thing, which means she was cheating on her husband, and she done drive that man crazy, and that's why he's showing his butt to this day. We been with this man all the time.
I can't neither confirm nor deny any of that, but I am still rolling with Kanye through all the craziness. So yes.
Rolling with Kanye. That's what we doing. All day rolling with Kanye, no matter how crazy they say.
Rolling with the home man.
And you know what?
You know what time it is?
No, I'm about to just say it. Fuck Kim Kardashian and that white boy.
Problematic. Okay. But do you know what time it is?
What time is it?
For the percolator? I don't know.
It's your babies, mamas. Sister, uncle, cousin, friend, baby mother's friend from around the corner who told the grandma that she had herpes.
Yes. What? Yes. Ugh, I don't want to know about that time.
Told the doctor that the doctor went on the trip with the people that went to the Tyler Perry movie. What? Came all the way back. Sisters, uncle, cousins, friends, babysitter, who now is dating the dad of the baby she was sitting.
Oh, that's so weird. Kink porno you watched. Shut up.
Uncle's friends' favorite segment of the show. Ask the ball.
I don't like this time. I don't like the people that like this part.
It is what it is.
Those people down bad. Okay, so Ask the Bar today. You know, there's been a lot of like shows coming out on Netflix, like relationship-based shows. So Netflix had Love Is Blind, Are You Hot, all the things. So now they have the show, The Ultimatum.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
So like those. No.
6 couples, they go on the show because basically one person in a relationship wants to get married, and the other person, they're not quite there yet. And so out of the 6 couples, you had 4 of which the women proposed the ultimatum, and then 2 couples where the man actually proposed the ultimatum to the woman. Um, so I just wanted to get your black male point of view on ultimatums in any capacity. It doesn't even necessarily have to be relationship based. Do you feel that they're effective?
So my personal opinion, because I'm gonna give you 2 sides of this, right?
Yeah, sure.
Let me give you my personal opinion.
Sure.
I think that's how things should be operated. Um, you then let people know where you stand or where you envision things, right? In any capacity. Um, Now, that's just me as a straightforward person.
Oh, yes.
Now, the reality of everything is nobody wants you to be straightforward. People want you to tend to people's feelings and be understanding. Let's not tell this person this because this is going on, etc. That's what reality is. So they shun direct approaches. So on the flip of that, I would say that the natural side would be to not give people ultimatums because then at that point it seems less aggressive. People don't like aggression. People don't, especially not from black men.
Let's say assertiveness.
Assertiveness. Jesus.
Yes, because it's not aggressive. It's just, this is my line and I'm laying it in the sand. I'm assertive. Yeah.
They don't. Well, when you're assertive as a black man,
it's aggression.
It's aggression. But now we're talking,
now
people.
We're rolling.
Oh, now we're rolling, people. Now we're rolling. Yep. Oh my God. But that's just what it is, and that's where I stand on that.
So if your romantic partner posed an ultimatum, you can understand it, but you wouldn't be with it.
It's not about that. It's about more so what is the ultimatum, and what are we? What's the question at hand? Because that matters, right? Because it might be something where ultimate, yeah, like you say, whatever. But that's what I'm saying. Everything is situational in life, and that's why we go through life is to deal with situations, and essentially how we deal with those situations, in my faith, determines our outcome.
I watched the show, 1, because I was bored and there was nothing else to watch. 2, I find it all interesting because 1, there's a lot of things to put in perspective here. Most of the young ladies that were posing the ultimatums to their men, none of them are older than 25.
Oh my gosh! You gotta buy me a Gucci bag.
None of them were over 25. None of the relationships had been over 2.5 years. Also, the premise of the show is you come on, you've issued the ultimatum, you get married or else I'm leaving. But what you get to do on the show is K-Bart says you just let it out.
Let it breathe.
What you get to do on the show is that you come on and for 3 weeks you break up and you couple up with another person's partner. So you and that person have a trial marriage for 3 weeks.
Is there forking in this trial?
You can do whatever. You can do whatever your heart desires. In this trial marriage.
No,
and
no, you can't.
The next 3 weeks,
you can't.
You go back to your original partner that you came with, and then at the end you decide whether you guys are going to get married, whether you guys are going to break up, or whether you're going to go off with the partner that you got partnered with for the first 3 weeks.
If I'm going to be married for 4 weeks and you think that I'm not going to fork my wife, man, listen, y'all better get me away from this show.
They're
Stop
not really
playing.
married. it's a trial marriage, but they live together.
Sleeping in the same bed.
Most everybody did, yes.
No, not doing that show. You got me forked up because some forking is gonna happen.
Yeah, so that's where I was like, and there was 2 black couples that did the show.
Uh-oh.
I found it to be like I could understand where the women were coming from, but I had an issue with their age because I was like, you hadn't lived enough life. Like, you guys are just out of college, and while you could know what you want and whatever, your relationships are still very young. The men are still kind of young. Some of the guys were a little bit older, like around 28, 30, but none of the women were over 25. And like I said, 2-year relationships at the most. And you all have been having issue for the whole 2 years, basically. Like, of course, there's a good time, but like, it wasn't like a smooth ass 2 years. Or I felt like they would have done the thing, right? And also, like, my pride, I would want my person to just want to do it. I wouldn't want to have to be like, you got to do it, because where does that leave us?
Well,
to me, it's like, if the male ego is very fragile.
Okay.
Okay, at least you agree to it. The male ego is fragile. I come at a man like that.
Well, you can't do that aggressive though. You did it like rah rah rah.
No, but a lot they weren't aggressive, but they were all very assertive in it. We either do it or I'm leaving.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I can see it. Like, at my age now, yes, I can see, because like, you're on a maternal time clock. Like,
you think 30. The 25-year-old ain't on the maternal time
but
clock?
She's 25, dog.
What was the ultimatum, marriage, or what was the ultimatum?
Yes, marriage. It's marriage or I'm leaving you.
Oh, for everybody.
The show is about marriage.
Oh, I thought it was a choice. Like, I get to choose what my ultimatum is.
No.
Oops. Oh.
So, but I'm
just
saying
everything.
Hypothetically, like, not your real life, but just in general, you're in a cool relationship. Your person poses to you, you marry me or I'm leaving. Does that not affect how the way you see that woman, how you go about it? Like, I feel like it's a power struggle.
After 2 years, yeah. But after a certain amount of time, I would understand the ultimate. So it would be situations.
How much time?
But you say less than 2 years, it's gonna be a hard no for me. I feel like you shouldn't be giving ultimatums after 2 years. But I mean, after a certain period of time, enough is enough, and the ultimatum has to be in place at some point. So
for sure,
can't just rule it out.
Okay, well, I appreciate that, like, because you're like a tough dude, so I didn't expect that answer from you. Because my whole thing, I'm just thinking, like, it feels almost like it's, even if you're not being aggressive, it is forceful. And also, like, I feel like if your heart was never really in it,
sometimes you gotta be forced.
Yeah, really? But, like, you just want to do the thing, right? If it's love, if you see that person as your wife,
I was having a conversation.
Just make that person your wife, right?
I was having a conversation with this person. I had a conversation with this person yesterday, and he was saying, like, because he's engaged, to my knowledge, he ain't got no nothing, no date, no nothing. And he was like, shit, I'm ready to do shit. I'm already shit. We already pretty much. Yeah. So a nigga like that, you gonna have to ultimatum help. Yes. Leave it alone.
Oh, he's not engaged, or he is engaged? Then he don't need an ultimatum, because he already did the, like, so now it's just getting to the altar. But you said they don't have a date set.
Yeah, they've been taking a while. So let's just go.
We gonna keep all parties involved in prayer. Take us out.
Hey! We want to thank you for stopping by here at the Barcasters podcast. The probably won't last. We just want you to
Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe.
Until next time, we'll see you here at the Bar Live Barcast. It's been a blast, folks. Until next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was good.
It's still live, man.
Yeah, man, but that was good.
It was.